Vice President of Business Development, Mike McCarthy, our Vice President of Information Technology, Cindy St. Clair, Senior Speaker Manager and Market Developer. Cindy will also be managing the chat feature, so make sure to ask your questions there and we'll get to those after the demo. And then yours truly, Taylor Clifton, Business Development Manager. So what makes EventPower different from other providers is the experienced team of meeting planning professionals behind them. Don't we look like a good group? When we started out as third-party meeting planners in 1996, we simply could not find the all-in-one solution that provided the customization, the flexibility, and the efficiency that we were searching for. So we developed it ourselves. The system is designed by meeting planners and for meeting planners. So if you work with us, an assigned team of our experienced meeting professionals will guide you on how best to use the software in order to reach your objectives with your event. So whether it's our speaker team that is providing tips and training to presenters on how to deliver compelling online content, or our sales team showing innovative ways to maximize revenue for your event, you're truly never alone in the process. With EventPower's suite of software tools, all of your conference content is organized within one centralized database. And with the addition of the virtual event experience by EventPower, all of that content is delivered in a new way to your attendees so that they can experience your event from anywhere. EventPower aggregates all of your conference details on the back end into personalized portals, and each speaker, attendee, exhibitor, and sponsor will receive a portal where you can organize communication going to them, and will also serve as a singular collection point for required information that you need to get from them, such as a headshot, a bio, and the presentation for your speakers. So we integrate all of the applicable data and present it in an easy to navigate virtual environment that promotes attendee networking and sponsor engagement. After an attendee registers for your event, they will receive a link to this interface that you see here. This is going to be a password protected virtual interface that can be customized by registration type or attendee. And this loading page that you see here can also be customized for your event or a way to feature a sponsor as well. So whether you're hosting a virtual or a hybrid event, the platform is designed to provide the flexibility to quickly adapt to the environment surrounding your event. You can pivot to an all virtual format if needed and allow remote attendees to experience the event in much the same way as they would in person. The virtual event experience that you see serves as a web-based mobile app for in-person attendees and also customizes the experience for the virtual audience. So this allows everyone to network with one another because they're using the same platform. The intuitive portal allows all attendees to find the content and the education that they're looking for. Now, this dashboard that you see here, we offer continuous branding throughout the interface, starting with this dashboard, and it will replicate the look and feel of your event. From colors and fonts, logos, and imagery, the skin serves as an extension of your branding. So our attendees are greeted into this interactive environment where they can explore various event elements and networking opportunities. You'll see that the navigation is truly simple and intuitive. We seamlessly integrate with your preferred streaming service as well. We are platform agnostic, so we can utilize Zoom, Vimeo, GoToWebinar, a lot of these things that we've been talking about. We can integrate with anything that you know and trust. And we can even coordinate with your AV company, so there's truly no need to duplicate efforts and spend money unnecessarily on multiple systems. We're going to start out with our virtual attendee here. This is her virtual profile, and you can access her profile here. you're going to see that her profile is automatically populated with the information that she provided at the time of registration. You can collect the specific information that you want shared during the registration process, or it will be populated here automatically, such as industry and interest, anything that you want her to be able to filter down by as she networks and navigates throughout this platform. This process can be done through an import of your registration data or seamlessly linked from our registration tool if you are using ours. Heading into our menu bar here, the happening now is your quick glance view at current and upcoming live sessions. You can quickly join presentations, and when you open this up, you're going to see the speakers that are presenting. You have the ability to ask questions within the live chat, interactive chat feature. And one of my favorite aspects of the way that we've built out our platform is that you never have to exit the interface to log into another system to be able to view sessions. You simply click and you can expand this to fill your screen to view that particular session. So everything is there and you don't need to access any other type of platform. It's all housed within the platform and extremely and easily accessible. After you click on that, you can expand it to fill your screen, and then the transitions between the sessions themselves are extremely smooth. When one presentation ends, we have the ability to tee up your next scheduled session. Under past sessions, this is where you can house recorded and on-demand content here to be able to allow your attendees to access previous sessions and recorded content. This will add shelf life to your event because attendees can access the content even after the event has taken place. And we can work with our clients on exactly how long that they want to keep this data live for their attendees to continue to interact with. Streaming can be provided and delivered in 3 different ways, either live that we just looked at, this recorded on-demand content, or we also offer semi-live where a recorded presentation is pushed out at a designated day and time with the presenter on hand to manage the live Q&As. Gives the presenter a lot of flexibility to be able to hone down their presentation, have a good quality, polished look, and then still be accessible and readily available to manage those live Q&As. Under the agenda here, this really serves as the heart of the attendees experience. This is where they can view the full schedule of events. They can filter by keyword search, type and track to drill down on those features, and really start to customize and build their own agenda. Anything that they add to their agenda is going to be shown under this My Agenda view. Now, all of the content that you see here is pulled directly from the speaker and agenda building tool. So when you're using EventPower's platform, you don't need to re-enter data or take unnecessary steps to import and export data. It seamlessly integrates from the tools and then sends the information here into the virtual platform. And it's as easy as that. And if you already have your speaker content already collected, we can upload that onto the back end of the system as well. So for any of these sessions, you can expand. Let's expand this welcome remarks. And you can expand on those sessions and read more information about descriptions. You can view bios, headshots, and session details from here. And then one of my favorite features about this is that when you select a session, and we're going to add this to our agenda, quick and easy, you're going to see that it grays out the other options that are available in that same time bracket. So it's letting our virtual attendee, Erin, know that she's already committed within that time frame. And when she adds something to her agenda, she can add it to her personal agenda here. But again, everything is aggregated within the interface itself. So when she's here and experiencing the event, there's truly no need to have to leave the platform. As she gets those streaming links, they would populate in a button right next to here so she can quickly and easily access any of those sessions. And then anything that she adds to her personal agenda is going to show under this view. So again, this is going to be a more filtered look for her to see exactly what she had selected from those sessions. Moving on to networking events. So we know that replicating the in-person experience as authentically as possible is truly our goal within the virtual environment. And one way that you can do that is by hosting networking events. You can encourage collaboration and information sharing in a variety of different formats, from fun virtual 5Ks, more team building activities, to more birds of a feather type of events, cocktail hours, truly limitless as far as what those options are. And we can link those activities here within networking events. And again, we can push them out by registration type and attendee. So if you're looking at a hybrid event and there's a certain event that you want to make available just to your virtual attendees, we can certainly push that out just for those virtual attendees to be able to view. Speakers take center stage and are showcased here within the speaker view. You can browse the range of presenters to learn more about their experience and when they are presenting. When a speaker uploads their information into their personal portal that we talked about, it's automatically pushed in real time where you need it to go, including this section of the virtual platform and the agenda view that we were just looking at. You'll also notice the keyword search and the filter options are also available within this view as well. And I should also mention that these filter options are customizable, so we can change those. They don't need to be by industry or interest. We can customize those for your particular event. Now, I'd love to take some time to talk about the virtual exhibit hall, because this is truly rich with features to replicate the live event and to provide a return on your exhibitor's investment. In this view, you can recognize preferred vendors with this metal icon that you see here. Again, you'll notice the keyword search bar and the filter options by industry or product type that allow you to customize that particular view. You can click on any of these booths to be able to view their virtual booth. And exhibitors can here post product videos. They can schedule meetings with attendees. You can add a live demonstration to your personal agenda, and you can also connect with the live chat feature. So this would link directly with the point of contact for the exhibitor and allow them to interact directly with those virtual attendees, in addition to any in-person attendees who might be at the live event. You'll notice marketing products here. You also have a direct email function, an add to favorites button that we'll be talking about a little bit further. And then this Let's Meet feature is going to allow the attendee to opt in to say, I'd love to meet you during the event. And yes, I'm going to share my contact information with you so that we can connect during the event. Exhibitors can easily manage their online content when using the EventPower contracting tool and their unique portal. Detailed analytics are also available in real time and will provide important statistics reporting how many attendees were at the event and how many interacted with their virtual booth, what collateral was viewed that they had posted, and also a benchmark comparison compared to other virtual exhibitors, when attendees visited their booth. And then you'll also see a visitor report here, which is going to be a roll-up of a listing of the attendees who interacted at the booth, allowing the exhibitor to follow up with qualified leads during and after the event. One of my favorite features that we really have here. You'll also notice a link to the floor plan. So if you do have a hybrid event, again, those in-person attendees would be able to link that and know exactly where they need to go within the exhibit hall. There's really limitless opportunities on ways that you can promote your exhibitors and sponsors within the platform. Under attendees, we talked about some of the formal networking events earlier, and here you can scroll the roster of attendees where the intent is to connect and engage. You can organize your favorite contacts and directly message with them, and others to connect one-on-one. This would send a direct email message to that particular point of contact. You can organize any of your favorites, which would aggregate here under Erin's profile. She can view all of her favorite attendees and exhibitors within this profile view to quickly access them to direct message or to visit their booth directly. Again, a really fantastic feature for the virtual attendee and the in-person attendee to organize their plan of attack during the event so that they don't miss an exhibitor, or sponsor, or an attendee that they want to make sure to engage with during the event. So let's talk a little bit more about sponsors. You can view the sponsor listing to learn more about their products and services and be connected for additional information. You can monetize revenue opportunities throughout the platform, from strategic graphic placement to notifications that would appear as announcements during the event, and into branded breakout sessions as well. We have clients that will put logos for their corporations in a virtual backgrounds like mine behind them. Also the ability to do entrance and exit videos going into and out of a breakout session. And this is an example of an advertisement that might appear in the platform, and I think you've probably noticed those on the various pages that we've been going through as well. As with a live event, we know networking is paramount, and the virtual experience certainly is no different. The opportunities are truly only limited by your imagination, which makes the challenge of providing sponsor ROI in the virtual world a breeze. The social feed is a great way to capture and share content created by your team and by others on your behalf. It's an excellent tool for simulating participation and creating a sense of community and an overall vibe for your event. All of that content is going to be posted on that's posted on social media platforms and channels. Using your event hashtag would aggregate within this page. We know that you want to collect feedback from your attendees, and we can post those survey links here by session, by full event, however you wish to capture the data. And we can do that when attendees are already engaged with your event. Additionally, we can also push out surveys immediately after a session concludes. So if you want to collect feedback from that session, it'll automatically pop up after they view that particular session. And additionally, we have the ability to track the number of attendees in each session and how long they stayed logged into each presentation. We can help with continuing education tracking as well, and these would be available reports provided to event management. And this is just to give you a little bit of a flavor on exhibitor stats, session stats, and this is that sessions report that we were just talking about, showing who was logged in and how long that they were logged into each session and who completed the surveys that you pushed out as well. So EventPower's tools are truly designed to make event planners as efficient and successful as possible. And with the EventPower virtual event experience, you can plan once and deliver in-person, virtual, and hybrid events with ease, all with the same software. EventPower has an experienced and dedicated team of meeting planning professionals behind them that is truly committed and ready to help you every step of the way. So at this time, I'd love to open it up for questions. Cindy, did we have anything come through over the chat?
Yes, we certainly did, and I apologize, I'm not on video at the moment. But we have a ton of questions, so let me see where I can, and I apologize, I've been trying to get to the chat questions. There we go, thank you, Reggie. Hi, everybody. I have been fast and furiously trying to keep up with the chat questions, so I apologize. We'll try to get to all of these as quickly as we can. Let me start up here. So let's see, Bill, you've got a question. How do you handle private and small, oh, you just moved, small group gatherings in the cocktail hour? Yeah, so I think I addressed this a couple of times. There's been a lot of questions actually about networking capabilities. How do we simulate cocktail hours? How do we really get that engagement piece going? So there's a lot of different ways truly that we can integrate with that piece. Taylor, do you want to expand on the question a little bit about networking capabilities and cocktail hours?
Yes, absolutely. So within those networking events, we can push those out by registration type and attendees so that You can either share it with all of the attendees or only the specific ones that you want to push it out to. And this is going to enable you to put room limits on events if you want to make it more of a small gathering, or if you only want a certain registration type to be able to have access to that particular cocktail hour so that they can delve into further information within their industry. These would work similarly to your breakout sessions. So they would be streaming links that you'd be able to link directly to access those particular sessions. And you'll also notice sponsorship visibility on this as well, because again, there's opportunities to monetize and to provide that return on investment for those sponsors to be able to recognize in this particular format as well.
Okay, great. Another question that came in, and this talks a lot about our capability on what the platform looks like on the back end. How easy is it to set up? So if Taylor, you could address a little bit about our software on the back end, how we integrate to support that, and the use of ease for our clients, that would be great.
Absolutely. And I apologize that we can't delve into that to show you it today because it's extremely robust, but we can certainly set up demos for anybody that's interested. But our tools are aggregated on the back end and very easy to navigate, intuitive programs. Again, we're meeting planners, we're not software developers. We just enabled this to be able to do our jobs more effectively. And essentially, all of that content that we're aggregating on the back end that we were already doing within our conferences is collecting all of the information for the event. And so in essence, this virtual event experience is allowing us to just deliver the content to our attendees in a new way with a really, really polished interface. And so anything that's uploaded into the back end, a speaker, for instance, is going to receive a personalized portal, and that portal is going to allow them to upload their bio, their headshot, their presentation, any information that they're asked to share, and then it's automatically going to be deployed to where we ask it to go, whether that's an event website within this virtual platform itself. You saw for speakers that was done a couple of different ways within this platform because we were showcasing it under speakers as well as agenda. So you have the ability to push it out exactly where it needs to go. Same thing with exhibitors and sponsors as well. If you're planning a hybrid event, that portal can aggregate all of the information that you need to collect from that exhibitor or sponsor, logos, company descriptions, marketing materials, etc. And then we can deploy what needs to go to the live event and then what needs to go into this particular interface here to be shown within the virtual platform.
That's great. Thank you, Taylor. Some questions are coming in from the chat about opt-in capabilities, data privacy, how we protect attendees. So Taylor, and I don't know if Mike wants to chime in on this one as well, but can we address how we handle attendee opt-in capabilities?
Mike, are you on? I'd love for you to answer that.
Sure. I was trying to stay in the background, but I will certainly jump into that. Yeah, from a sort of a data privacy, data security standpoint, we're fully GDPR, CCPA compliant, Privacy Shield, etc. Most of our clients, because they do accept European attendees, the events have to be GDPR compliant, which typically means attendees need to opt in to sharing their data throughout the platform and with other attendees. But for those events that are not getting European attendees and make the decision that they don't need to be GDPR compliant, our platform can support that as well. We can switch to more traditional or an older kind of opt-out, which, you know, again, is really up to the event planner. We can make recommendations about that. Obviously, people more and more are concerned about their privacy and their data privacy. But again, it's something we can be flexible with depending on your event and your attendees.
That's great. Thank you, Mike. And again, I'm still trying to keep up with all these questions. They're fabulous. Thank you, guys. So some of the other questions were coming are, you know, limit on capabilities of how many courses, how many concurrent sessions can we run, and how that experience works. So Lori, would you like to take how we handle these larger programs and some of the concurrent sessions that we've dealt with?
Sure. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to speak not only about speakers and sessions, but I am also going to talk about exhibitors and sponsors. And the answer across the board is unlimited. Recently, we did an event. There were 270 presentations. On some days, there were 14 concurrent sessions with up to 5 speakers. So the answer there is unlimited. I did see a question about exhibitors. What's your capacity? Unlimited. And again, it goes back to what Taylor said in emphasizing that we are aggregating all the data, and each one of these individuals, whether it be attendees, speakers, exhibitors, or sponsors, gets their own portal, and then that information that's captured is pushed here.
Great, thank you, Lori. Another question too is about hiding content. So Taylor, do you want to go back into how the menu bar is customizable and how we can tweak some of those features as well?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So our, virtual platform is truly customizable in so many different ways, and that includes making it scalable. So we can turn on or off any of these features that you do or do not want to see for your event, and we have the ability to be able to change the titles if it resonates to speak differently in a different format for your event. We can totally make those adjustments, but I think it's really important to know that is scalable, because we understand that there are a need for really rich and robust and customized complex events that need all of this functionality, and then others where you might need something a little bit more simple and straightforward, and we can accommodate it all.
And Taylor, I would just like to add to that, if you are looking to have different levels of content based on different attendee types, we can do that as well. We can only make sure that based on their attendee type, they can only access, say, the exhibit hall, and then other attendee types can access everything. We can, in the back end, determine who has access to what content.
Great point.
Yep. One of the other questions I've noticed has come in quite a bit is also about what time it takes to set up a virtual event. I know this is a new area for all of us, so can we go ahead and let's address our approach to time frame for setting up virtual conferences. Taylor, you want to take that one?
Sure. Our rule of thumb is about a 6-week turnaround to be able to properly dedicate the time to build things on the back end. That said, we've been in a position where we've had to do things, sooner than that. Obviously, the more time, the better, but 6 weeks is really going to enable us to do the proper builds and customizations that you need for your particular event so that it can go off smoothly.
And I just see that we got our 2-minute warning. Taylor, Lori, I don't know if you two want to pull in a question. We've both been monitoring the chat here within these last 2 minutes that we want to focus on.
I did want to address pricing. I've seen a couple of questions on that. Our pricing is based on size and scope of the event. It is a flat fee for the virtual platform, and then based on number of speakers, number of exhibitors and sponsors, and then level of customizable, a level of customer support. And again, emphasizing that we're meeting planners first, so we can offer different levels of support for your program.
Great point. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm sorry we couldn't address all of the questions. We'll try to go back and do our best to reach out to you. In the meantime, on your screen is Lori Powell's contact information. You can always find us at eventpower.com, but please reach out if we can help you with your next event, any additional questions that you have, or if you'd like to set up a personal demo for your event. We truly appreciate your time, and thank you for including us with this event. I wish you the best with your remaining schedules at ASAE Virtual Demo Day.
Well, thank you guys very much for a very informative presentation, and We look forward to seeing everybody soon. Can't wait to meet you guys in person. It was a wonderful demo there.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.